hope you are well. I ran across a TED Talk by Brene Brown the other day on vulnerability, and after it concluded, a TED Talk by her also popped up on shame. For sure, these are not traditional topics for one of my videos, but I did want to mention both. They are insightful, humorous, personal, and thought-provoking. Insights. Number 1, vulnerability is not a weakness, it is courage. Number 2, don't confuse broadcasting with communication. Posting a video on social media is no different from hosting your own cable TV show like we used to do back in the day. It is broadcasting, regardless of content. Communication, however, is an opportunity for an exchange in real time that includes the opportunity to be vulnerable. And I say that because it's possible someone's going to tell you something you may need to hear, but don't want to hear. And I'm going to use an example of why one is far more important than the other. As an agent, one of the most annoying calls I would get was for feedback on a listing I had recently shown. Eventually, the request for feedback became digital. No more phone calls because the system broadcast the request. And I could reply when I had time or possibly forget all about it. One day, however, because I had a seller who I knew was going to call me at some point, I picked up the phone and called several agents who had not completed the electronic feedback form. Overpriced. Buyer didn't like it, was the first response I received. Voicemail for the second agent. This was painful, I thought, and a complete waste of time. Just tell the seller no one called me back, I thought, as I made the third call. When the phone was answered, however, I asked for feedback and then steeled myself for some brutal reply. Instead, I'm glad you called. My buyer had some questions about the home, was the response I received. From that call, we, the two agents, put together a deal. Now, you may think it was foolish of the showing agent not to call me when he had an interested buyer, but how foolish of me as well had I not made that call. That's communication. A third insight from that video, by the way, is that you do not build trust by helping others. You build trust by asking others to help you. If that one leaves you wondering, sorry, you're going to need to look up the video. Market conditions. Interest rates aren't moving much one way or the other, and for those looking to place blame, there's plenty to go around, such as low inventory, rising prices in most markets, or multiple offers. However, in the last 2 weeks, there were almost 1,900 closings across Wayne, Oakland, Macomb, and St. Clair counties. More than 2,200 pending sales were reported, and over 3,000 new listings were taken. Because each pending reported or sale closed has two sides, that means over 11,000 agents had a unit of business in that 2-week period. And there was a holiday in that time frame in between. Events. Normally, we do not look in the rearview mirror regarding events, but our Habitat for Humanity Day last week was special. It was good to see some volunteer faces we don't always see at some of our regular stuff. Some progress was made in getting this home ready for a new owner, and it just felt good to give back. June 15th is coffee at Corey Andrews Children's Bookshop. The 20th is the Bias Override course. I encourage everyone to take this class. We all have biases. What I liked about the class is that it's a safe place to have that discussion. The last week in June, there are 2 fun events. One is a YPN event on the 27th from 5 until 8 at Veterans Park in St. Clair Shores. And while we need you to register, there is no charge to attend. The 29th is the gathering at Bath City Bistro to support RPAC. Please go to our website for details. The next week is the first week of July, with July 4th on Tuesday. The office will be closed Monday and Tuesday. Oh, although it's not a GPBR event, the Ford Fireworks is on the Detroit River. It's June 26th. Enjoy what is one of the best shows in North America if you can stay up that late. Thank you again for your time. Take some time to communicate, sell some houses, and until next week, be productive, successful, and profitable, and as always, stay safe. Bye.